saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football.
The saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust us. 6 racks on me, camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue girl. Funny hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over clubs. I used to want to M, now I got cell. If it's about money, then you know it's with it. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Behave no diss, I don't. I'm like home. South Memphis, Spanish back, close home. Just like a...
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Two yards to go, second down.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready,
He's going to try and do this himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Milton now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At their 48-yard line.
19 Tiger,
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Okay, ready? 19 Tiger,
To throw, it's Milton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ferguson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Milton. Going right back to Ferguson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jaded Blue, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second and 6. There's a short one caught by Johnson. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Well, he is caught by Williams. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
To throw is Milton. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Mustang 19. Let's go now.
Now Milton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
For the Cowboys field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
The score, Cowboys 17, Saints 7.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. This one he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready, go.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19, Tiger, 7 o'clock.
Looking to throw. Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Able to hit his target lane. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Come 19! Come 19!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw again. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And the Cowboys have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Milton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to run again with Blue. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Count the 60. Count the...
From the gun on third down, Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Blue. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Milton will find Lamb. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Milton will swing this out to Blue. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter, you're going to throw the football. Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackle.